Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Something I wanted to talk about today is getting started in the welding business. And I just want to give you what I've done over the years. Now, when I say start a welding business, for me was I had a full-time job and I just wanted to do some side work and then also start getting into building a little bit bigger stuff. And that's what I did. I was kind of raised in it, and so I already had a background, and that's why I got into it. I always had a love for building, construction, stuff like that, and welding was able to take me there. And so if that's something that you are kind of looking at, maybe just a little side hustle for the weekends, or if you want to get into it full time, there's times that I've gotten actually some big jobs, and I've had to almost had to take a vacation from my regular work to go get those jobs done. And I could go, full time in my own work, but I just get some benefits and stuff from my other work that I'd like to stay there. So, but anyway, just to get started, what are the basic needs? How can you get started at the cheapest price? And what would be my recommendations? Well, first of all, I would say get you a gas engine welder. Now, you don't have to get the greatest and the baddest welder at first. I'm going to show you. So this is my second truck that I've gotten since I've been welding. And actually, before I got this truck, this is the truck I had right here. And I gave this to my son. On there I got a Ranger. That is the, I'm trying to think, a GTX Ranger. It's been a really good one. I mean, I've had it since I think '09, so it's almost 20 years old. And then this welder I picked up recently, probably a couple of years ago. This is the Lincoln 260 MPX Air. Now, I had a lot of trouble with the air compressor on this thing, but the welder welds beautiful. And so I would recommend, if you're going to get one of these, just stay with it. Get the 330 MPX. But these are really expensive machines, and so if you're just going to get started, I would start with a Hobart. If it was just me and I had limited funds, I'd save my money up, get a Hobart welder, engine driven, and get it on there. Now, when I first started, I built me a little trailer and put it on the trailer, and that's what I did. Now, you have to have specific tools to get the job done, and you've got to have a grinder, and that's something else you got to have. It's just a hands down, you got to have a grinder, because you're going to have to cut with it and polish and grind your welds and all that stuff with it. So that's one of the things that, now, if let's say you get a Hobart welder. Now, I like this DeWalt 60 volt. They are expensive, but you could get a corded grinder, save a lot of money that way. So you could do that. Now the third thing I would recommend, if you're going to get a welding going, is get your oxygen settling torch set up. And you'll be surprised how much you use that oxygen settling. You can cut holes with it in steel, you can cut 1/2-inch steel, you can cut 1/4-inch steel, and so forth. And I know, plasma cutter, they're awesome, but you know what? There's still more stuff that you can do with the oxygen settling than you can do with the plasma. And the reason I say that, unless you're in a shop setting, okay? But if you're going to be a mobile welding and you're going to go out and weld in the field, and you're going to have to do that most of the time, because even if you're in the shop and you build a nice gate for somebody, you're going to have to go out in the field and do that. And so go with an oxygen settling, and not only that, with oxygen settling you can actually heat things up and bend them and stuff like that, where you can't with a plasma cutter. Now, the advantage of a plasma cutter is that you can cut real thin stuff really quick, or thick stuff really nice and fast. So if you have that capability of having both, but if I had to choose just one, I would go with the oxygen settling just to get started, and then get into the plasma cutter, because then you also have to have a compressor to run the plasma cutter plus 220, which you can run the 220 off the welder if you needed to, and you can buy a compressor off the side, but they are kind of bulky, and then it's kind of hard to keep that stuff going. So you'll notice here I got my grinder here, Here I got my oxygen acetylene. I run it over here, and let me walk around here and I'll show you the reel to the oxygen acetylene as well. And this is really handy because I got a 100-foot reel. Now I don't have the torch on here right now. I keep it in here that way somebody doesn't steal it, but you can just pull this out and you go. And here I got the acetylene set up with the safety device on it as well, as you're supposed to, right? So, but anyway, I got that set up. And then another thing that really helps, guys, if you can get it, if you can afford it, is these welding cable reels. These welding cable reels, man, you can pull out, you can weld with it, get the job done really quick and so forth. And then what I'm running, I run 2 types of rods. I use 1/8 rod for everything, pretty much. Let's see, this thing's caught up. I'll pull it over here and I'll show you what I got. Also over here I keep impact, drill. I got my small impact and just tools, ratchet, sockets, and here's another torch that I have that I keep in here just to attach whenever I need it and so forth. I got my spud over here. A sawzall is always good to have. Sometimes you got to cut a 2x4 just to brace something up. So these little things like that are good, and you can never have too many clamps, right? These sliding clamps are great. And then over here, something I also recommend is these vice grip clamps. These come in handy for a lot of things. I very rarely use the small ones, but these are awesome here. And then of course I keep all my flappers, my cutoff wheels, and I buy these on Amazon, really good price, guys. And then one thing about this 60 volt DeWalt, it's able to cut the 6-inch wheels, and these 6-inch wheels are a lot better than the 4.5 inch. So if you can get that, you can afford it, it's great. And then I got my rods. I got 60-10 here. These are 5P plus Lincoln, and then I also got 70-18, which I use the Lincoln wet rod as well. So that's my suggestion on the tools to get started. Now, once you get out there, you're going to start getting work. Word of mouth is going to work a lot, but you know what? Today we got Facebook. Get into something that you like to make, gates, advertise that, and let people know. Or if you can do carports, canopies, that's something that a lot of people want, and those are really nice to do fast, but you just got to know how to sheet and how to weld that. So if you don't know how to do those things, get with someone who might be able to show you, or watch my videos. I got some videos. I got a good video on building a canopy, and so check that out. You know, text me if you guys want some, or in the comments if you guys want me to show you some different things on how to build them and stuff. I'll be more than happy to do that and show you what I do. And so I built trailers. Now, when it comes to trailers, I'll tell you, there's not very much in trailers because there's too much competition out there. But if you custom trailers, you could do that, or repair trailers. Or if you can go on like Craigslist or on Facebook and find an old trailer or a trailer that's beat up and somebody just wants to get rid of it, but the gold is in the axles, really. Because if you can get the axles really cheap, you can build the trailer and then make some money, or you might be able to even make you a nice welding trailer and set that up. And so we've been talking about making a welding trailer. Maybe I can do that in another video. If that's something you guys are interested in, we can put one together and so forth, because I do have another little pickup that I could actually set up a third welding truck for us, because my daughter works with me too, and that's something that she could pull, because sometimes we get out to the job site, it's better to have 2 or 3 welding machines going at one time. We can just get the job done quicker. So guys, if you have any comments, maybe something that you've learned starting your own welding business, I'd love to hear from you. We are learning from each other, and or if you want to know some things that I've done, just ask me. I'd be more than happy to answer those. And I hope this video helps you. Hopes it gets you on out there welding. I've found a lot of joy, a lot of pain, a lot of sweat, but overall it's been a lot of fun. And so, and I hope you guys can experience the same joys and benefits that I have. And of course, it's put food on the table many times. So guys, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video, and you have a good one.